guess what? Article 2 said that administration is seemingly clueless as to how to lead the country. I mean, quite a number of people coming up now. Tunde Bakare to has come out. Kuka is also out, making very strong statements right there. And at 10 o'clock, of course, General Open Banter. How would you love to save your money? Would you like to save money with banks? And you love to save money through contribution groups, right? That's what they call the Isusu. So which one is best? Which one do you embrace and why is what we were looking into at the clock for Banter. And 11 o'clock, you already know how it goes though. I don't have to say so much, but you already know at 12 o'clock on the dot, it will be time for Today in 60 Seconds, and my work on here is done. But yes, let me greet you in a way that I know how to now. In Akwana Karo, Tutuama Ndewo. That's adding to it. Okay, as an addendum. Alrighty. In Tiv, right? Undeve. Yeah, Undeve. Okay, I think I got it right. Olodudu, Agife. In my dialect, it will be a Miss Sierra. My face, she was here. It would have been Imamuriake. Always goes with a bell, and in the language that you and I totally understand. Good morning. My name is Uduak Daniel, and yes, feels good to be back. Well, as urged the federal government of Nigeria to change strategy in its approach in tackling the high level of insecurity in the country. Now, he was in Kano, and he was commemorating Easter. Feels good, right? Talk about traveling around the country and getting to know your country. Troops of the 6th Division of Nigerian Army have carried out significant operations across the Niger Delta region between 10 and 20 April 2025. This is resulting in the dismantling of 6 artisanal refineries, the arrest of 23 suspected oil thieves and other criminal elements, as well as the recovery of arms and ammunition. Additionally, over 62,000 liters of stolen crude oil and more than 5,000 liters of illegally refined automated gas oil, AGO, we are recovered. Come on, police. On Sunday evening, though, Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Danjuma, acting Deputy Director of Army Party with the police. Oh, do you know? Okay, this is the Nigerian Army. Oh, Nigerian, take it. Well done. Right now, former special advisor on political matters to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Hakim Baba Hamed, has said the North is crying under President Bola Tinubu's administration, making the remark in a viral video. The former presidential aide said nobody can become Nigeria's president without Northern support. Is it a threat or a promise? I don't know, but you tell me. Authorities of Esco West local government area have banned movement of motorcycles, popularly known as OK, in the locality between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. A statement by the secretary to the Etsako West local government, Honorable Zikanene Momodu Oyakoma, all right, dated 17 April 2025, stated that the acting chairman of the council, Honorable Valentine Okwilagoy, noted that the restrictions is intended to curb criminal activities and improve the general security architecture of the area. Okay. Now, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC in Niger State, Jonathan Vatsa, has alleged that the level of violence being witnessed in Plateau and Benue states has political undertone. And it's being sponsored to discredit the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration in the lead up to the 2027 general elections. Vatsa, who made the statement in Mina, claimed that the same tactics were used against the former President Goodluck Jonathan administration in 2014, which ultimately led to its downfall. Okay, so Vatsa, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that this is also going to lead to the president's downfall come 2027? Well, you said it's the same tactics with former President Goodluck Jonathan. Well, I'm going to another story now where Pastor Tunde Bakare, serving overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church on Sunday, charged President Bola Tinubu to stop playing God. In a State of the Nation address at his church in Lagos, Bakare suggested that Tinubu should adopt a more humble approach to governance. Oh, stop playing God. The NDLEA, that's talking about the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, has announced the interception of a shipment of cocaine concealed in 20 sets of religious books going to Saudi Arabia. This was made known in a statement by Femi Babafemi, Director, Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters, Abuja. Whew. Oh, come on. This is not the type of creativity and innovation I was talking about. Please don't do this. But NDLEA, you deserve this. Well done. All right, even in holy books now? Really? Activist lawyer Madua Buchi Idam has alleged that President Bola Tinubu's government is systematically silencing Vice President Kashim Shettima. Some people trying to shake the table now. In a statement he issued on Sunday, the constitutional lawyer berated the People's Democratic Party, the PDP Governors Forum, for endorsing Tinubu for a second term. What are they playing at? You know politics. Nigerian chess master and founder of chess in slums Africa, Tunde Onakoya, has officially broken the Guinness World Record for the longest chess marathon, surpassing the previous record of 61 hours, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Onakoya, alongside his chess partner Sean Martinez, crossed the 62-hour mark in the early hours of Sunday, April 20, at Times Square in New York City. The duo, however, are not stopping there. They are now pushing towards a 70-hour milestone, which is expected to conclude later today. 70 hours just playing. Okay. All right, well done. Well done to you. You know what? You deserve it. Officially, he broke it. All right, and now they're looking to a 70-hour. Okay, that's something. 7 passengers traveling from Abuja to Kwara State were abducted on Saturday along Obo Ayegunle Road in Ekiti local government area of Kwara State. Now, 3 children of the abducted victims were, however, later released by the unidentified kidnappers, according to reports reaching us in Ilorin on Sunday. Whew. Okay, now I'm really, really saddened, and I feel so pained about what's going on. I mean, the barrage of killings that's going on. Plateau State, Benue State, Enugu State, you name it. I mean, which state's not affected now? River State has its own portion going on right there. Lagos State has been battling with his, and I don't know. I just don't know anymore, right? And it really calls for questioning. I mean, it really calls for us to get serious and begin to ask, the right questions right now. And something needs to be done. Honestly, something needs to be done, and very urgently. But let's look at the front page already. Remember that this is the pages where we look into the front page of Nigerian newspapers. I call it the pages, but you call it the newspaper review. It's one and the same because the same things that we do is that we look into what's going on the front page. But I will just bring it to you already. Got a couple of dailies right here. Let's get into it. The big story with the Nation newspaper now. It says, Plateau killings, Benue killings, state police back on front burner. Plateau, Benue killings. That's the kicker. State police back on front burner. It's got 2 riders to it now. The first one, issue may return to NEC agenda this week. Second rider, senators developing legal framework. I see. All right. That story is begun on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continued on page 4. And the governor is saying Benue is under siege. I thought the governor said everything was under control before, right? And now he's admitting that Benue is under siege. I guess it's crying out right now. And I'm looking at this one. The story begins on the front page of the Nation, continued on page 4. It says, Pope Francis seeks end to global conflict. I pray, Pope, I pray. All right, it's got one rider to it now. Can Methodist prelate Kuka reflect on state of nation? I see. All right, let's get to this one now. Tinubu's appointments. Most accommodating, says a mockery. I see, page 5. And to this one here, Tinubu Tichani meet soon over Niger ties. All right, that story continues on page 4. Just above the Nation newspaper banner now, you'd find a story, and it says Ponzi scheme. Influencers risk imprisonment. All right, go on, writer. Sanctions await bloggers. All right, page 14 holds that story. Page 14, not 40. 14, okay. Now let's take you to this one. Ship owners list expectations on $400 million cabotage cash. All righty, page 15 holds that one now. This one on here says poor telecom services threaten virtual businesses. Page 20, you'd find that story. And just at the base of the Nation newspaper, Arawa think tank backs Sule's position on president's re-election. All right, page 6. What is his position? You asking me? All right, let's go find out already on page 6 of the Nation newspaper. Now, Daily Trust newspaper is on here, right here, looking at me, and I'm looking back. The big story, Nigeria descending into tyranny. Bakare is also speaking right there on the State of the Nation from the pulpit of his church. All right, that story you would find on pages 3, 4, and 5. Wow, three pages. You'd find the story spread across. Now, it's got two writers to it now. ACF, Kuka, others decry worsening insecurity, right? Another writer now, Tinubu determined to do more on security. Presidency is saying that, hope this is not going to be mere rhetoric. I mean, ever since the president got into position, into power, there's always been the talk of he will do more, have a little more patience and all of that. But then again, the naysayers and the criers and those crying, would still continue to decry the worsening insecurity. Well. Just as somebody once told me, it says, look, the power is in the people, and politics is what we must address, and that's why we must be very active participants, right? Don't you think? But let's get to this one here now. I see it, and it sees me too. Page 8 it is. Bauchi governor, foreign affairs minister's rivalry escalates, all right? I'm not going to be a part of that fight. Page 21 now. Electricity customers discos 497 billion naira in 2024. Electricity customers owe discos 497 billion naira in 2024. How do you owe so much? That much? And you expect power. Okay, beats me. Right, page 7 now. Flood kills 3, destroys 10,000 hectares of rice farms in Niger. Flood kills 3, destroys 10,000 hectares of rice farms in Niger. That's going to affect especially us in this northern, you understand, neighboring states to Niger. Oh, my goodness. Rice. Oh, scarce commodity. Well, anyways, though, let's take you to the base of the Daily Trust newspaper now. Baba Ahmed. That's the kicker now, from presidential advisor to critic. Oh, I see. It's got two writers now. Says Northerners won't vote blindly in 2027. And the second one, he's flirting with opposition on Nanuga, is saying that. Page 6 has got that story. Let's quickly move away from the Daily Trust newspaper now to a very, very... Okay, no. We should get on to the Guardian newspaper now. All right, see the Guardian newspaper. I see quite a number of stories. Baba Ahmed says, no Nigerian can be president without North. Wow, no Nigerian, he says. Page 3, you'd find that story. U.S. gives quick notice to international students with cancelled visas. Oh yeah, back and go. All right, Kiss Daniel said it in a song. It's not in my words, but Trump is the one saying that now. The U.S. government is saying if you have canceled visas and you're an international student, regardless of where you're from, I don't care, whatever diplomatic ties we have, pack and go. Page 3, you'd find that one though. And to page 30, ACF blames Nigeria's woes on corruption, nepotism, bad leadership. All right, I see this one as the big story. In fact, if you like, the biggest story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Despair in Benue Plateau as killings hit over 284 in 3 months. 284 in 3 months. Not 284 rats or cockroaches. Killings, human life lost. 284, over 284 in 3 months. If they even died, if they even died as a result of an accident, not like I'm saying it's preferable, but I can understand. Maybe as a result of an illness, I can understand. But just like that, I don't understand. All right, seeing this one here, page 5, high cost. Others cut 62% off internet access in Nigeria. Others, all right? High cost. Others cut 62% off internet access in Nigeria. Others. Page 5 to page 30. Plateau Benue killings may undermine Tinubu's 2027 bid, VATSA claims. All right, nation descending into tyranny. 10th Assembly spineless, says Bakare. Says they have no spine, they have no backbone, they're just there. Right, that's what he says. Page 7. All right, Easter is the kicker now. Khan urges Christians to promote dialogue, reconciliation. All right, page 3, you'd find that one. To page 29 now. Nigeria needs cold chain infrastructure to curb 3.5 trillion naira post-harvest losses. And the base of the Guardian newspaper front page now. SEC warns bloggers, influencers against promoting unregistered investments. All right, page 18, you would find that. And just moving away from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now, I believe, and the Guardian, I beg your pardon, to the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, the Vanguard newspaper has got just this big story, is loud and screaming out so loudly now. Insecurity is a kicker. Danjuma, Atiku, Kuka, Bakare, others rage. All right, page 5 is holding that story down, and it's got a couple of writers to it now. Defend yourselves against bandits, Danjuma tells Nigerians. Ooh, that's a bold one. Defend yourselves against bandits. Danjuma is telling Nigerians right there. But I remember one Sunday, Joseph, if I'm not mistaken, defending himself from a certain killer headsman, and killed the headsman who tried to kill him at first, gave him multiple stabs, and then he was sentenced to death, if not for the fact that there was an intervening that has finally led to his freedom, so to speak. You saying that, Danjuma? Gotta be careful, all right? Defend yourselves. They might come for you. But hey, you're Danjuma, right? They won't come for you. I doubt it. All right? But let's go on. This one, the writer says, Nigeria bleeding, please. Bring us down from this cross. Kuka begs Tinubu. And to yet another one, Tinubu gallivanting across Europe as Nigeria bleeds. Atiku is saying that we must rejig our security philosophy, Bakare says. Tinubu should stop playing God. Bakare again, page 10. You would find this one right here. I think the story is split, right? First of all, you see it on page 5, and of course, a continuation on page 10, right? That's what's going on. And just to add to it now, Boko Haram, they are now on TikTok. All right, just to slip that one through. All right, they are on TikTok. They're there showing you what they know how to do, telling you this is who we are. We are not faceless, as they try to make you believe. We have a face and we have accounts scattered around. All right, just above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, you see this one. I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the peak, right? The very top of it now. 1999 ECOWAS protocol and on cross-border grazing, origin of insecurity in Benue. All right, Governor Aliyah is crying out right there, and has got one rider to it now. Benue government puts resident security agencies on red alert. All right, page 27, page 14, page 15, all of it written in red. 14, 15, 27. Oh, Lord, that is serious. And we see this one, Baba Ahmed is credited to Baba Ahmed. 2027 presidency is the kicker. No candidates can win without notes, page 9. And Dati to Malami, CPC bloc will continue to support Tinubu's government. Oh, all right, page 9, looking popular. To yet another page 9 now. SEC to celebrities, influencers, bloggers, that's the kicker. Stop promoting Ponzi schemes. Page 9 is holding that story. To a big story, you'd find this one. It says, retirees abandon pension plan over failed scheme. Page 19, you'd find the story now. Annuity uptake crashes by 76%. Experts call for NDIC structure in insurance sector. Affected annuitants lament. All right, page 19 right there. Naira for crude is the kicker. Federal government plans fresh crude cargoes for Dangote refinery. Page 8. And I saw somewhere that NNPC has reduced the price, in the pump price of fuel. Okay, that's something, right? Talk about competitive markets. All right, now see this one on page 6. Death toll in Lagos. Building collapse rises to 515 rescued. All right, I should take that one again for clarity's sake. Death toll in Lagos building collapse rises to 515 rescued. This is one of the stories that saddened my heart. I really grieved about this. And one of the things that I saw was that, FG after the landlord. After the landlord, they're going after it. I think the landlord just made a run for it, and they're looking for the landlord. But it makes me wonder: are we to be looking for the landlord, or are we to be looking at the engineers that started the entire process, or we are to even look into ourselves and blame ourselves for not having a structure that or a system that is able to check these high-rise buildings in popular sites where people engage most of the time, that holds crowd. Somebody told me if a system is working, we wouldn't be having all of this conversation. At least most of it will be cut down. But for sport lovers now, page 30 has got this one. It says Eagles, right, begin CAF under 20 AFCON title chase. All right. Flying Eagles, okay. Flying Eagles. I was wondering what the F was standing for. Flying Eagles begin CAF under 20 AFCON title chase, right? Page 30. And with that one, we call it a close for the Vanguard. But let's punch you with a punch newspaper now. It's going to be a smart one. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, though, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and it is the breakfast show. We start your day the right way. It's more like an early booster. My name, once again, is Udwak Daniel, and you are welcome. You can visit across social media platforms, particularly YouTube. As I speak right now, get on YouTube at Eagles FM Abuja and subscribe, because we are hosting a television. We're doing the same television host on Facebook. So get onto the Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja and give us a like, give us a following, leave us a comment, and we will indeed herald your thoughts. The Punch newspaper now, the big story, interest, boom. That is the kicker. 9 local banks generate 14 trillion naira from loans. Now it's got one rider to it now. How banks profited from lending in 12 months amid economic pressure. Page 21. And just to the side of the Punch newspaper now, power crisis, there's a kicker. Federal government turns to banks for $23 billion lifeline. Page 23. It's got that story. Just above the Punch newspaper banner now, the height, the apogee, the peak, the top, the very zenith of it now. Emergency is a kicker. PDP governors get Supreme Court hearing dates this week. Page 7. To page 2, presidency pushes back as Bakare Kuka criticized Tinubu's policies. All right. To yet another page 7, very popular now if you ask me. Killings is the kicker. Killings is the kicker. Killings is the kicker. Shetima visits Plateau today as Danjuma calls for self-defense. It's about that time. Now, going to page 2, the base. State police off agenda as NEC meets Thursday. Page 29 now, judgment analysis is the kicker. Reports me to LPDC. Falanades Wike. Oh, I see. Okay, to page 7 again. Boy, 7, you are lucky number. You're very popular now. Indebted retirees risk losing homes, says federal government. All right? Is it the same retirees who have decided to shun the pension scheme, saying that it has failed them? Well. All right, that's where we are going to put a pause and probably just basically get on to going on a recess. We will come back in a short bit, and when we do, we will indeed entertain your calls, your thoughts, and everything in between. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Abuja, you're in luck. It's the upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their Broadwater estate and plots in Gwagwalada, get 250 square meter for just 700k when you make an outright payment. That's a whopping 81% discount, or go premium with 500 square meters for only 1 million naira. That's 80% of the original price of 5 million naira. With our authentic FCT land document, you have no issues at all. We have a flexible payment plan for up to 12 months for your convenience. Get your land in Broadwater Estate, Paiko, Gwagwalada now, with green environment, accessible roads, power supply, guaranteed security, and lots more. Call or WhatsApp my Abuja Home on 0808 883 7426, 0808 883 7426, or 0808 272 3824, 0808 272 3824. Hurry now, promo ends soon. These opportunities also open to military personnel. My Abuja Home Limited. Affordable. Live the life.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy metal frame design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power in a flash? 90 watts fast charge rockets you from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series. Pro design, pro AI.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Alright, exactly 30 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side, and it's still the pages, the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and giving you the numbers again in case you never had it before. Alright, 0907-353-0044, 0907-353-0044, or 0908-766-8888. Or better still, you can get onto the WhatsApp portal number and leave your WhatsApp thoughts right there, and we will enroll your thoughts. You can send us a voice as well, and we will engage with you succinctly. All right, that would be 0909-705-4450. That is 0909-705-4450. So these are the numbers to engage with us via. All right, taking this call now. Let's see. Hello. Hello. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I think there's a bit of a change going on here, but let's take this one. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Abdul.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. Far too kind.
How was your holidays?
Okay, feels good. Thank you. Thank
First
you.
of all, I wish all my fair quick recovery.
Exactly. Thank you. Far too kind.
UD,
Yes, please.
as I normally say on this our radio station, pertaining to fuel. You see, I always say that if fuel is cheap, other things in the market will cheap. So now they say the NMC has reduced their price.
Right.
But when you go to filling station, UD, you will not see the reduction there. I'm telling you.
Right.
So to me, if I'm in position to advise Dangote, I think it is better for him to have his own filling station also across the country, so that whenever I reduce his fuel, the filling station, they will reduce it immediately so that everybody will achieve it.
Okay, I get that.
UD, killing every day.
Honestly.
You see, the issue of Plateau State and Benue State, the government, that's Mr. President, should do something about it. Because if are really dying, he should make sure that he find the solution to this problem so that people will not be dying anymore.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
Nigeria. God bless Igbo FM.
Appreciate that one from you, Abdul. Abdul right there sharing his 2 cents. All right, keep the calls coming through, though. 0907-353-0044 is the number to call. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, that's a miss, though. Taking this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
My name is Abubakar from Masaka.
Abubakar, welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Happy Easter
Yes.
for all the family members.
Best wishes, my brother.
My greetings to Omoefi,
Yes, please.
Salasi, Eda Onoja, and every other family members. I wish them well. I want to respond to this headline. The schools are claiming customers are owing over 496 billion naira.
Oh, yes.
Why would customers not hold that amount of money when they kept sending incessant bills to people? Just recently, they reduced it again. Mr. Odward,
yes, please.
in a 3-room apartment that I live, I pay, they were sending 32,000 naira to me incessantly. There was a month that I did not consume the light. The light had issues, and they still sent 21,800 naira to me.
Wow.
How much are we making? How much is a household supposed to pay for light they never used? So they should.
Abubakar, can I ask you a question? Are you on estimated billing? Are you on estimated billing? Oh, that's fraud. That's killing.
If you go to buy a meter, you will pay. You spend more. They will not give you. They rather give it to those who are paying more. They are only bidding in their office. So if you go to get the meter, you are not likely to get it. And the meter is so expensive. The meter is the audit only for those who they want who can settle them. So they shouldn't be complaining. If you see people owing them, it's as a result of what they've done to them. There's an area in that massacre. For almost a year they never had light. They were having issues for almost a year. But do you know they had to, after rectifying the light issues, they accumulated bills for all of them over 100,000 to 200,000. How many households can afford that? So they also have to be strike a compromise between the way they treat customers and some customers. I agree. Some customers are not responsible when it comes to payment of bills.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For that man that is saying there's no time they really want to determine the election, they should save us all this 27. If they are killing people in Benin and the rest, it's for them to be talking about critical national issues. They are disturbing us with 2027 election. None of us know if we will get to that 2027. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Abubakar, right there. Oh, how do I navigate through this now? Let me see if I can improvise. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Oh, come on. What's going on? Hello. Good morning. Oh, come on. I'll just stick to this one. All right. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Nakwana.
Nakwana.
Antashila Fies, no loaded. I wish I know all the greetings so I can greet all the family members.
Right. I get that.
Thank you very much. This is King Kennedy.
King K. King K. Where are you calling from?
I wish you quick recovery. I'm calling from Cairo.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank God we are in the season of Easter, so may the God of Easter visit and heal you.
Amen to that.
Thank you very much. Now, talking about what Danjuma say, I have no problem with that. That's a very good idea.
What part? What part? What did he say? What did he say?
I say I love what Danjuma said about citizens defending
defend
themselves.
yourself. Okay, defend yourself.
It's a very good one. But I was just watching you, this morning on Facebook. You are putting on suit, right?
Yes, my brother. Yeah, Mo.
Thank you very much. With your suit now, if you carry cutlass and enter any car, in case of emergency, won't you be arrested?
Sharp.
You be questioned?
Quick.
But we have some people in our country here, herdsmen, who walk around. We see them with stick, with cutlass, with just a little argument, they remove it and then they defend themselves. So we only have few persons that are allowed to defend themselves, walk freely with some, with some things to defend themselves. It's limited. Now you are telling us to defend ourselves. Where do we get the AK-47 these people get and then defend their community? I think the right thing to be said is that government should empower the so-called communities, our communities, so they can defend themselves and have an organized vigilante. It was on this radio station you read how some some vigilante members who were trying to defend their communities were killed in Zamfara.
Murdered in cold
about
blood.
how many? I can't even remember the number.
About 36, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. They were trying to defend their community. Why were they defeated? Because those people who came with more, strong arms. Somebody's having AK-47, you are having cutlass. Will you stand the person? How will you defend yourself? I think it's a good one, but I think the better thing to be said is the government should empower vigilante and other security agencies that will defend us better. And before I end this call, I just want to tell you, the truth of the matter is this: whether we like it or not, VIP has made, policing to become difficult. Go to some minister's house. You will see like 4-3 policemen. See when they are traveling, they move, on convoy with a lot of security personnel. But if you go to some communities, you will not even find a police station that will defend. Go to some rural areas. These people that farms, their places are empty. So they are vulnerable.
Okay,
Thank you. I'll stop at this point. God bless Nigeria.
Appreciate that one from you, King K, right there. Says, you say defend ourselves, but you're giving us the tools to defend ourselves. And it does seem as though the only defending of ourselves is only limited to a section or a group of or a set of people, and it's not generalized. So if you're saying defend yourself, then it means that you must empower the communities and vigilantes to defend the communities and all. But then, I'm trying to imagine a type of society that would become at that time. Maybe Bakare was right. Calling out the administration and saying, stop playing God. In fact, calling out Mr. President and saying, stop playing God, right? Calling out this administration and saying, do the needful now, right? I don't know, but everybody's calling out Mr. President now. In fact, was it Atiku saying that Mr. President is busy gallivanting across Europe and not paying attention to the crisis in the country? Well, I'm trying to take a call on the first line, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know what's going on, right? So let's just stick to 0908 766 8888. A lot of changes going on here, and I'm trying to grapple with it. But yeah, let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
At last.
Oh, yes.
Beauty.
Yes, Moses.
Yeah, welcome back.
Dear Moses.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What did you go from your holiday?
Huh? My brother.
Your holiday.
Can I ever go anywhere? Can I go anywhere? I didn't go far. I did not go far.
You didn't keep foul for this holiday. No foul killing.
Huh?
You didn't keep foul this Easter holiday.
Kill foul.
Foul.
They went on strike. They went on strike, my brother. They went on strike.
All people went on strike.
I tell you,
So
Moses. Anyways, though, feels good. Yeah. So, where are you calling from, though? Suleja. Awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Celebration of state police is a matter in the House and as an agenda to be discussed. For how long? Since last year. Look at continual displacement of community because of insecurity. Lives are going. Innocent souls killed. Devastating of communities. And you are still celebrating on state security, which on this station we are agitating, giving recommendations since last year. For how long? It's an emergency. The insecurity we have in the country is an emergency. Take it as an emergency. Because we can't just fold our hands to see innocent souls being killed. Community being devastated. Farmers being pushed away. Who are these people? Up to date, there is a call for his mind to know the people behind all these challenges that they are facing in this country.
Right.
Then David Mark advised the security agents to change strategic plan against this insecurity. And Danjuma also advised Nigerians to have what we call self-defense against bandits. I think it has come to a high time where all our past serving officers come together to put heads together. Government should call them, put heads together. What kind of strategic plan are we going to have to end up the insecurity in this country? enough is enough. Innocent souls are going. People run away from their houses. UD is a sad thing. The issue of insecurity in this country is an emergency. I repeat, it's an emergency. It shouldn't be something that people should not hold their hands and watch.
Right.
Our government, they have security around them so much that do we have another different life? Is life different? Life is life. Thank you, Yuki.
Appreciate that one from you, Moses. All right, Moses right there says life is life. There's no different life. There is no duplicate. I believe that's what he's trying to tell us right there. But yeah, don't you agree? I agree. There's no duplicate, honestly. But let's just jump into the WhatsApp portal now and bring you up to speed with the WhatsApp. And should we have more time, we will take your calls. All right, I see a message. Okay, I'll just start with a voice note already. Let's just start with a voice note, and then we can take, run through, your messages via the WhatsApp. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's start. Let's go on.
Good morning to Udwag Daniel,
good morning to
the man with the golden voice. Honestly, we really miss you. Though Omoefe and Cassandra, I think they try.
Yes.
We want to sincerely appreciate you for always giving us the platform to call and contribute.
Appreciate.
Over 284 people were killed in Benue Plateau in 3 months.
3 months.
These are human life. This is not caused by natural disaster. These are man-made causes of insecurity. So that is the situation. T.Y. Danjuma called for Nigerians to defend themselves. Yes, I'm in support of that. If the bandits have the audacity to go to the community to men and kill women and children and men, so Nigerians too have to defend themselves. It's the failure of the government. The government can't defend Nigerians. So Nigeria, they are at the mercy of the bandit. So if they can be able to defend themselves in whatever means, they should defend themselves. I'm in support of T.Y. Danjuma. Boko Haram on TikTok. Yes. Yeah, I had that interview yesterday when the guy was in kind of explaining that this Bukar for United Kingdom. He said the Boko Haram are on social media, but they can't get them arrested. See, Daniel, if to say this massacre that took place in Plateau and Benue was done in Oshun, the president village, would you think this would have these people wouldn't have been arrested by now? So we are urging them to do the needful. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that's a powerful force. We've been talking about the third force, talking about a coalition party. Selassie alone has, erupted a thought line. A very strong, powerful, force, thought line right there. Yeah, thank you, Selassie, though. But let's just go see this one here. Alaji Soliyo DBC from Ijedodo, Lagos. Security arrested a soldier who supplied ammunition to bandits in Zamfara. It's too bad. Alaji Soliyo, I don't think that came from here, but thank you though. I see you now, Samuel. Samuel says, good morning to you, my brother. Good morning to you too, my brother. Congratulations. Welcome back. Oh yeah, thank you. Feels good. Says, it is not determining to do something about security. We want to see the action, because action, they say, speaks louder than the voice. The kind of utterances that are coming from some northern political leaders are not meant to unite the country, but to divide the country. Instead of telling us that no part of this country will be president without the North, they should be telling us how we should be. We should all be united and fight for our common enemy that have been ravaging and tearing us apart, which is tribalism, corruption, divide and rule, religious fanaticism, and the six-tight political leaders and elites. They are fighting about 2027 without tackling the issue of insecurity, hardship, hunger, and poverty. They are destroying the lives of Nigerian masses. Beg, let us hear what he says. I rest my case. Let me go and look for what my family will eat, Jerry. Or my brother, please, oh. This life has no duplicate. Selassie has said it. King K has said it. Go and look for a book. Well done. Have a great and wonderful day, you two. Samuel. Oh, I see you now. Who would this be? Who finished this? Okay, this should be Samson, all the way from Federal Housing Authority, Lube. All right, good morning. Good morning to you too, my brother. Hopefully, your few days, holidays was a blissful one. Oh, yes, it was. Welcome aboard. Thank you. All right, how long will our leaders continue chasing the shadows in the area of curbing the menace of insecurity? After every deadly attack by the enemies of our nation, all you will hear from our leaders are, it's condemnable, it's barbaric, it's callous, it's heartless, and devilish. We will bring the perpetrators to book. Their days are numbered. Enough is enough. They can never go unpunished. At the end of these empty threats, they will enter inside their bulletproof cars and zoom off. Unless the known sponsors of these daily bloodshed vampires exposed, demoted, and holistically prosecuted accordingly, the worst will continue to happen. Finally, he that killeth with a sword shall die by the sword. But who among our leaders is ready to bail the cat? As the enemy continues to lie in wait for more innocent blood to shed, our leaders should never forget that everyone must give account of his stewardship before God one day without going to court. In God's case, there's no appeals. Remain blessed, all right? Remain blessed, you too, my brother. Okay, and, well, I'll just head out for a bit, an advert placement. I'll be right back in a short bit, and when I do come back, I'll take the rest of the messages. But not to also forget you, Ozo Francis Namani. You've been watching live from Amagunze, and you are saying that we need divine intervention for Nigeria to be better. You're also saying that the renewed attacks and killings in Plateau and Benue is unarguably very unfortunate, callous, and man's inhumanity to man. Where are we going from here? You're really calling on the governments now at all levels to come up with measures to forestall future killings. A stitch in time, you say, saves nine. May God help us, you say. Well, God will help us. I believe that.
OAC, no problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
For advert placement and program sponsorship on Eagles 102.3 FM, please call 080-5919-8658. That is 080-5919-8658 or 081-5791-7278. Again, 081-5791-7278.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy metal frame design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power in a flash? 90 watts fast charge rockets you from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series. Pro design, pro AI.
Eagle 3 Abuja.
We're still trending on here as we look into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and taking your reaction right there. Okay, quickly, let's jump into this one on here and right here. It says, good morning to you. Good morning to you, my brother. Bright Mares from Airport Road says, Northerners won't vote blindly in 2027. Did the North really vote blindly in 2023? Of the 19 states up north, Tinubu only won in 7 states, and these 7 are even the peripheral north. The rest went majorly in Atiku's favor for being a northerner too. The thing about Nigeria is many haven't learned much from 2023 victory or loss still. Every north, southeast, and southwest made their sons their number one priority at the 2023 presidential poll. This bragging right to huge votes by each geopolitical zone or region of Nigeria is needless and baseless. I'm not too sure many, including these beta political class up north, have taken time to fact-check the arithmetic side of presidential election victories, losses in Nigeria. It is no longer same as 1960s, 80s, or June 12 era. Chest beating won't earn the North victory. Okay, he says. All right, thank you, far too kind, Bright Mass. Now, I see you. Comrade Olobasi, all the way from Buhari, says, good morning to you too, my brother. Oh yeah, happy new day in Easter, indeed. To say that pension scheme has failed is an understatement. All through their service years, the retirees have been working for the benefit of those who are in the employment of these pension fund administrators, PFAs. Can you imagine a situation where a civil servant that retired on grade level 14 after 35 years in the service of the fatherland is being paid a paltry sum of 30,000 naira monthly as pension allowance? Honestly, civil service retirees are suffering and dying in droves due to hunger, deprivation, and starvation brought about by the high cost of living now in the land. Let the government come to the rescue of the retirees, please. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Amen, he says. All right, I see you too right now. This would be a bias reporting from Duce. Protocols observed concerning the Ponzi scheme that defrauded Nigeria that this is not the first time and this might not be the last if proper measures are not put in place. All right, I think all those who lost their money should hold the CBN, Federal Security and Exchange Commissions, and EFCC responsible because they gave the people the operating permit and refused to continue vetting their activities to monitor what they're doing. So let those who lost money go to these agencies and stage a protest. How can over 1 trillion naira move out without red alerts from the CBN or financial authorities? Not for a collaboration from those in authorities. How could this be possible? It's okay. You're saying if not for collaboration, that means there are people inside the CBN, the EFCCs, and all of that who are collaborating, right? If not, how can it be possible? It says we can't continue to be shortchanged in this country while agencies responsible for protecting us are doing nothing. All right? Thank you, Abaz. Defend Yourself Against Insecurity by T.Y. Danjuma. That sounds to me like a book or a song. All right? I don't have AK-47. The primary function of the government is to protect lives and property, but when the government failed to do so, what then becomes of the life of ordinary Nigerians? T.Y. Danjuma should know that a northerner with a machete or a gun is a hunter, but a southerner with a gun or machete is a bandit or a kidnapper. Uromi killing, a case study. All right, Chinonso from Suleja, there some points you made. Let me see, can I go on? I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to take the voice notes, came in rather late. Right, so Honorable Edwards, and I don't know who that is. Yeah, but I don't know, sorry. But I'll just take the messages very quickly now. This one coming from Turkin Bihundu all the way from Nasarawa State. It says the issue of insecurity in Nigeria is getting out of hand. Between 2023 and 2025, only plateau over 2,200 people were killed in the state. The president is busy in another man's country. The president refused to hand over power before his departure and won't copy some president who cut short their foreign trip to attend to urgent matters in the country. I'm calling on the National Assembly now to start impeachment process against the president for refusing to do his job to protect us, or any government that allows killing of its people in their sleep has failed. All right. The worst is that the killers are spirits, are not spirits and can't be arrested. Oh, he says the worst is that the killers are spirits and can't be arrested. All right, that can be right. Well, that's your opinion, though. I get it. This one coming from Lion Boy from FGE Local Goma. Good morning, UD. Good morning to you. I'm tired of talking about Nigeria. Let me just continue eating my chicken, my brother. Sanu, well done. Kenam. Dalo. All right. Thank you, Lion King. All right, then this is going to be the last. Hannah from Guagua says, APC are the ones that brought insurgency into the country. How can they fight what they brought? Okay, I get that. All righty. This is where we come to the close, though. Thank you, Anna. Anna, appreciate. Thank you, far too kind, for adding your voice in the discourse this morning. And yes. My man, the only sports minister that I know on radio, Vicky Vic, will take you on sports on Eagles Wings. Ron here and right now. But thank you for adding your voice. 9 o'clock, I'll be right here, and we'll talk politics and current affairs. Good morning.